All right. Let's try this again. Let me see. Try this again. Alright, so yeah, so my last live was stuttering on some shenanigans. I don't know why. Whatever. At any rate, we're gonna keep the energy going. We're gonna keep cooking up. So let's go. What's good? What's good? What's good? Peace to the folks. Oh nah, I just started, bro. Like I'm still on the sample. I ain't even started working yet. I'm still, you know what I mean. I really just like started chopping this up. I had to redo the sample, but yeah. Oh, I'm just, bro, I just was like, you know what? I'm gonna get on live. I'm gonna cook something up. Peace to everybody that's coming in the room. Coming in live. Like, I'm really just, I'm just cooking up some beats, man. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna make some beats. We're gonna see what it do. So, that's what we're here to do, pretty much. You know, this is just, so real quick, for y'all that's just now coming in. So, this is the original. It's the original joint. This is really from a video game. Like, you know, I enjoy games and shit, so I was just like, I didn't just come up with this idea, but I was like, you know what, man? I'm gonna start flipping video game OSTs. Video game music, the orchestra and how they be all grand. I'm gonna just start flipping that shit and see what we get. You know what I'm saying? So, this is from a game called Final Fantasy 13. And I was just like, you know, I'm gonna flip it and see what it do. So that was the original. And then this is how I did the sample. This is where I need it to be. Can I do that? No. Cause it's a little off nothing. I kind of had to put it. Hey, bro. Let me see. I heard my man's Bungie talk about wind instruments, so I'm gonna throw a flute on this thing and see what it's hitting on. Let me see. Throw windows. So, I like this one. There it is, brother. Oh, okay, I got it. Appreciate y'all, man. Oh, I was. Hey, look. You know I'm a man of authentic instruments, so you know what I mean. You said wind, I said, oh, word. Yeah, we most definitely doing that. Alright, so real quick, I gotta do some funny stuff because program be acting stupid sometimes. Well, not stupid, but like, you know, everything you do when you have record on is recorded. So I have to like if I do something I don't want to do, like I literally have to kind of do it again, just because it's. Listen, man, computers are weird. Okay, computers are weird. But yeah. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put y'all on game. So real quick, this is something I like to do. I'm gonna do that last. So what y'all think this need right now? I usually only limit myself to about 3 extra instruments, just so the beat's not doing too much. Because a lot of producers, they'll have all these sounds and all of this, you know what I mean? And that's cool if that's their style. But for me, I like to keep it, you know, beauty and simplicity, right? Nice, solid sounds, you know, great melody, and solid drums, and keep it pushing. So if y'all got some suggestion on sounds, throw it to me. What you got? Because you know I'm here just cooking, so. And I'm not gonna save this live because everybody don't need the beat sauce. So y'all that's here, I rock with you. I appreciate you tapping in for sure. You know, do the Wakanda that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all that. Yo, all right, boo. What's up, man? Talk to me. If y'all got a sound y'all think I should add, cool. If not, I'm gonna just play around and see what we get. Okay, which works with the melody I got. I just have to find the right bells. I'm not gonna do no like very. I wouldn't do like heavy bells. I'd probably do something like these. You'll see. I'm fixing it. I see. Real quick, I'm gonna add space on. Real quick, I'm gonna add space on. I'm gonna show you how jiggy this shit can get real fast. So this is gonna add this one. Y'all coming in super duper late when I'm cooking up. Peace, peace, peace. Peace to everybody. Appreciate y'all tapping in while I'm just doing a little bit of chefing in the lab. I'm gonna add this right bro, I'm trying to tell you. I ain't gonna add a basic guitar to this one piece. I'm gonna tell you, I just decided to get on live and cook something up. You kind of inspired me to do that. I ain't gonna lie, especially since y'all hooked me up with the speakers, man. I was like, you know what? I got speakers now, so ain't no excuse. We gonna come on live. We gonna do what it do. So yeah, I kind of cooked this up. So Lamonte, man, real quick. So this is the original sample. Yeah, you inspired me, bro. I appreciate that. I was on my first live, bro. I was just talking with Soul, bro, and just pretty much talking about how like we really like since I met you and Mike and really like got to know y'all boys, like y'all just inspired me to just keep the energy going, inspired me to try things artistically, like all of that. So yeah, whole lot of love, man. Whole lot of love. And I'm thankful, like I said, I'm thankful for the speakers, bro, because it just makes my room a vibe. Like, you know what I'm saying? So y'all see what I'm saying? You got the hold on. Damn. It's weird. So that's Buddha. Buddha got nigga naps, just so y'all know. Buddha was a nigga. Or Buddha was melanated. That's why he brown. You know what I'm saying? Buddha had naps. Shout out to my you see my feds back there because I'm a lord. But that picture, that's from my brother Infinite. Super duper dope dude. And then I didn't do that. My peoples did that. But hey man, we gotta keep some pleasantries too, man. We don't do that tough masculine shit. Miss me with know how to be vulnerable, go to timeout and heal that shit. But besides that, this is the original sample. This is the original sample for that. Like, yeah. So, and then I flipped it into this shit. Hold up. Oh, I gotta do this stuff. So yeah, bro. This is kind of what we flipped the sample into. And I don't know, bro. It's just, I think I really found my niche as far as what I'm choosing to like sample. Cause like video game scores be going super duper hard. Like they really be well put together musically. So we gonna call this. So we gonna save that right there. And I'm actually gonna lay out the one I did yesterday. I'm gonna just lay that out and work on it. And while I do that, we can chop it up. So if y'all have any, oh, that's a fact. That's a fact. We're gonna like that one. That's a fact. Because if you can't be vulnerable, then what does that say about what you're willing to share? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what does that say about your connections with others? You know what I mean? Like, I ain't afraid to say it. I'm still at mom's crib. Like, you know what I mean? And that's okay. Because I consciously made that decision for my own reasons. But yeah, bro, like, I ain't got shit to hide. What you see is what you get, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And I've always been like that. You can't use me against me if I tell you what the fuck is going on. Let alone, like, there's always, like, you can only share so much, right? You don't want to give everybody your meat and potatoes when you first meet them. But it's like, you can't be afraid to be open. Because if you're afraid to be open, that means you're afraid to share. That means you're afraid to give. And if you're afraid to give, you're not going to get shit. So, yeah, that while that's true, like, I know that it's hard. It's not an easy task, being an entrepreneur, and still taking care of certain daily duties. Like, you know what I mean? Like, of course I still, I have to pay my own bills and shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? I still gotta pay my way. Ain't none of shit like that. At the same time though, I know that having some leeway as far as, like, how do I say this? I'm trying to say it elegant and shit. Like, basically, I'm making it easier for me to focus on the business rather than focusing on everything else. That's my brother. That's my brother, the Eternal, man. Peace. Thanks for tapping in, man. Really just started making beats, and we got into this conversation about vulnerability. You know what I mean? Because I think that we got to be more vulnerable. Like, because if we begin to share our own experiences with people, then we can begin to let go of those stories, heal them, and really get to the experiences we're supposed to have. But many people, they're shame, guilt, all of those negative emotions, and all three of them things, like shame, guilt, and even like things like depression or sadness are based on other people's standards of how you're supposed to live, right? So people are afraid to be vulnerable because they feel like they're going to get criticized for being that way. Like, if I told you I moved around a lot, right? This is why sometimes I appear a little distant, because I moved around a lot, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I never had, like, how you grew up with people in high school and you know them. And I don't have that. Never really had that. I know some people from high school, but there's not like a specific group of friends that I've been cool with since the diaper died. I just don't have that because I moved around a lot, let alone my own unique situation as far as my mom and things like that. So never really had that, so that plays a part in how I move in certain relationships. So it's like knowing that, right, that vulnerability begets awareness for the people you're talking to, as well as awareness in yourself, because now the thing that you've been clutching on to for so long and all of that, you're able to now just express that and do what the fuck you do. You know what I mean? So when it comes to that, like, if you're willing to share that part of you and that person is open and not going to take it for themselves, and people do that, when people are vulnerable, they tend to assimilate that story into theirs, and we don't always have to do that. For people that are very sensitive as far as being able to pick up people's energy or being able to pick up what people are feeling, etc. A lot of the times you have to ask yourself if those feelings you're feeling are yours. Like, are those your feelings? Is that what your, are those feelings yours? Are those thoughts yours, or are they taken on from someone else because you wanted to empathize with them? So, as much as we do need to be vulnerable, yes, but we also need to know that when others are vulnerable with us, that's not always our story. We can hold space for them while they're working through and communicating that, but that doesn't necessarily mean we need to take that story on as our own. Of course we pick up messages and parallels and all that's naturally going to happen, because even though we experience pain in different ways, we all experience pain. You see what I mean? So it's just, discernment is key. And also, share, man. Let people know how you feeling. Like, let people know what's going on. Don't be afraid to express yourself, right? Because ultimately that's really, really, really go a long way. You know what I mean? It can go a long way. And you'd be surprised at what relationships you build when you decide to just share some shit. Like, sharing is caring. And that doesn't necessarily mean asshat. Sometimes people need you share your story, share your experience, because you have no idea who you're gonna help just by sharing your story. So on that note, I'm gonna get back to making some jammy jams. And let me see, what am I say? Next year needs to hear me, need to hear your story. See, yeah, there you go, exactly. You never know who you're gonna help just by sharing your story. And yeah, man, like, one thing I heard, who said this? I think it's her name is Miriam Hasna on Twitter. I think I heard her say this. She was like, you need to, like, so real quick, if you relate your story to someone else's, like, that's now you're basically it's called, like, you're enmeshing yourself, right? So for example, if you tell me I got bullied in school, and I go back to when I got bullied in school, now I'm enmeshing my energy with theirs, and now that's going to bring up my own feelings, and I'm going to be like, oh, I used to be bullied, and it's going to bring back all that stuff. So you have to be really mindful of how you relate to other people's stories. And I'm telling you that from personal experience, because, like, I used to relate to everybody's story and then wonder why I'm feeling such and such way when it was really my fault because I took on someone else's story. I took on someone else's energy. So just be mindful of that, share your story and allow people to share with you, but it's not always your burden to bear, right? It's not always your burden to bear. All right. That's your existential talk for today. We gonna go ahead and lay out this beat. I'm gonna lay this out, and then I'm gonna let y'all slide. So yeah. Let me see. I kind of want to hear this again. I ain't gonna lie. sound going bye-bye. I don't like this shit. I do not like the sound at all. I did, but it didn't hit like I wanted it to. Oh, okay. So if you watching this and you make beats, bro, listen, I'm trying to tell you, son. Everybody's burden is not yours. Like, okay, real quick. We want to feel. Hold on. Let me put these. Okay, I'm gonna get to that. But Lamonte, real quick. Always remember to put your drums in key. It's like, huh? Put them in key. Don't like you think it doesn't matter, but it really does. Put your drums in key. And I know my brother Eternal. I know most definitely you're into that. So you're super duper deep as far as production and all of that. And I know that's a tip and trick that a lot of people don't know. But put your drums in key. It's gonna change this. It's gonna change the feel of the track when you put your drums in key. So I'm gonna put these in key right quick, and then I'm gonna get to Lil Monte said. Like, yo, bro, it's really not your burden to bear at all. Like, we gotta stop taking on other people's problems, man. And I can feel you. Yeah, let me put these drums in key. Yeah, real quick. So when you put the drums in key, one, you change the sound of the drum. So you're gonna get a different feel off the drum. Like, see, like I just put the drums in key, right? So I ain't did too much. So I'll go ahead and do it again right quick. So this is what it sounds. Okay, so what the hell? Oh man. Alright. Hold on. Alright, so actually this is perfect. Let me see something. Alright, so real quick, this is what it, so Levante, this is what, like, so you can hear the drums, right? This is when the drums are not in key, right? And then this is when they're in key. Peace, brother Jay. Yo, that's the brother? Oh yeah, what's good, bro? Hope you having a good day, man. I'm just on live cooking up and having some convos and stuff. But yeah, bro. This is what it sounds like when the drums are in key, Monte. It blends the beat a whole lot more. Like when they're not in key, like it still sounds good because of course drums, like the selection, like me picking the right drums and all of that. But when they're in key, you can really get into it. You see what I mean? So sometimes sometimes it doesn't always sound the best. So get creative how you get creative, but generally speaking, you want to make sure your drums are in key, and it's also going to make it easier to mix as well. So I don't know how it would work like for each different DAW. I just know how to do it in FL because I know how to produce it in FL. But yeah, always put your drums in key. Thank me later. So I make beats on FL Studio. I record music on this Euro-based program called Samplitude Music Studio. I've been using that since I've been like 13, and I know that there's other programs to use. Like I know how to use Pro Tools. You know what I'm saying? I know how to use. I can make music in FL, and I know how to mix in FL, but I don't like recording in FL. it's too weird for me. What else do I use? I can kind of use Reason. There's another program called Reaper. It's actually really good. But yeah, I know how to use other DAWs. I just like FL, and I like Samplitude Music Studio because I just been using it for too long, man. Like, and I'm not against using other DAWs, but yeah, I definitely prefer my program. Like, the audio rendering is very good. It's very clear, like very, very clear. Okay, that's the one that's in key. All right, I can probably turn this into a shaker. Let me see. So now I'm about to go ahead and just lay this out. While I do that though, what's today's date? 16th, 10, 26 minus 55, so 26. No, calculator. Skirt. My bad, y'all. Hold up. So today's card of the day, and I'm telling y'all this while I lay this beat out. Today's card of the day is the 3 of Diamonds. So today is really just going to be about understanding your value. I know y'all definitely probably saw the Scorpio blood moon yesterday, so definitely gonna be whole lot of transformation going on. Definitely more internal than external. You just realize, and with today's card of the day being the 3 of Diamonds, you're definitely understanding your values more. You're understanding what you bring to the table. You're also beginning to, I don't even say understand, overstand. You're overstanding also like how that translates to what you're doing in your physical reality, right? So once you have a certain value in yourself, you can then translate that to doing something in the physical. After the Scorpio blood moon, the moon is now in Sagittarius. And this is a tip I actually got from another brother who reads charts, right? He told me that you can okay, so when you know your moon sign, the best time for you to be active in the world is when the moon is in your moon sign. So for example, if you are if you're like an Aquarius moon or something, the best time for you to be active like in your community and such, or like as far as your business is concerned, is when the moon is in Aquarius. And when it whenever the moon is in your moon sign, that's when you go out and, for lack of a better phrase, you can go hustle and get it in. Like, that's the best time for you to do that. When the moon is in your sun sign, it's best that you reflect a little bit more, right? When you're a master of your environment, you can do whatever the hell you want to, but it's also best to kind of know the cycles so that you can utilize them to the best of your ability. Like, one thing people kind of get super duper duper confused with when it comes to readings is that they think that the reader is quote unquote predicting the future or telling them something they just found out, which of course there are aspects that, okay, so there's nothing you don't know. It's more things you're being made aware of, if that kind of makes sense. Like, we're not really predicting the future. We're just taking we're deeply observing the present moment. That's what's happening when you're getting a reading. Like, so for example, let me see who's in this live. Let me see. So all three of y'all, I know all three of y'all energies right now. Like, straight up, what y'all doing right now. I don't know what you're about to do. I don't know what you're doing tomorrow. Like, I can kind of, but I can guess at it and get to like I can get a pretty clear idea of what you could do tomorrow, right? But most readers are really just presenting you with choices, right? That's all that's happening. It's like, hey, right now you're angry. You can use this anger and go fuck some shit up, or you can use this anger productively. That's like, you know what I mean? So that example right there, that's all that they doing, right? So, you know, even when you get like a astrology reading, or, you know, whatever type of reading, whatever floats your boat, or like any type of mystical divination, right? They're really just looking at where your energy is in that moment and then coming to a conclusion based on that. Even with your birth chart, right? It's really just presenting the choices that you could make based on where the stars were lined when you were born, right? So, quick example. Let me see. The moon represents your intuitive side, like who you are internally, right? So when it comes to when it comes to okay, yeah, it's much easier. When it comes to your moon sign, that is indicative of how you are internally. So for example, my moon is in Sagittarius. So some people like to call us Sagittariist. Please don't do that. If you do that, we're going to have words and it's going to be fight night. But, you know, when it comes to, you know, your moon sign, that is, like I said, is indicative of who you are internally. So if you're an Aquarius moon, that means internally you're very calculating. You're very peace. I'm cooking up beats right now, but we're really just having. I'm just here like rambling, kind of at this point. But yeah, when it comes to your moon sign, that's really, so, you know, look at your moon sign in your chart, right? And just kind of figure that out if you haven't done so already. You know, I know people that, you know, most of y'all probably already in tune with what your moon sign is. So that's really what the moon represents in the astrology chart. And I'm honestly just rambling right now while I put this, while I lay this beat out. But how's y'all day though, man? What's going on? What's happening? Lamonte, you know, hit me up off the top. I'm like, bro, what's going on? Like, I was going live and this man gave me a call. But I'm thankful for that because, you know, we need that, you know. We need to check on our people, right? We need to give our peoples a call. I actually got to call my stepmom. Like, you know what I mean? I make it a point to get in contact with, you know, everybody in my circle at least once a week. At least. I think that's a healthy thing to do, right? Check on your peoples, man. It's a whole lot going on in the world. You know, anything can happen. So it's good to check in with your people, see how they're doing, how they're feeling. You know, whether they message back or not, take that time out to check on them because you never know. You never know. This is a reality of infinite possibility. So Check on your friends, okay? Thank you. Let me see. Is that it? Yeah, cause that's okay. Hey, my man's cooking up. Okay, I see you. Get inspired, brother. Get inspired, brother. For sure. Yeah, keep the inspiration going. If you're a creative man, try to create something or do something artistically at least once a day. Like, at least, something. It could be you writing a lyric. It could be you, coming up with different ideas and stuff like that. Like, do something at least once a day. And I promise you'll notice the difference in your art form. Like, ideas will come to you easier. All right, this is the part where I gotta actually, now I gotta play around. Hey, that part. Check on your strong friends, because you never know what people are going through. My bad. Battery low. Peace. Appreciate y'all tapping in. Just cooking up, having some existential conversations while doing so. So yeah, we just vibing, man. I hope everybody's having a good day. You know what I mean? Like I said, we really just getting it in what we fit in. I'm actually gonna keep that part. One thing I've learned through production is that you don't always need a lot. You just need and this is like this with life, man. It's quality over quantity. You don't need a whole lot. You don't. Sometimes we want it because we feel like you can have everything, you can have anything, you can't have everything. You can do anything, you can't do everything, right? And that's kind of like my approach to production. Is keeping, there's beauty in simplicity, right? I can definitely find ways to, keep exploring and do different things, and I know I will as I continue to grow in it. But it's like, you don't need to do all the extra shit all the time, man. Like, sometimes it's something simple that can take you further than you, wearing yourself out trying to do everything. Like, and as someone that does quite a bit, I've learned that, I'm learning to just, you know what I mean, work at my own pace. Stop trying to do every single thing all the time. You know, I'm definitely a jack of all trades, but I'm only a master of two. Okay, I'm a master of, I think, music and writing and like esoteric shit. Like, other than that, everything else I just know how to do. So, you know what I mean? Can't do everything. So when it comes to production, like, I keep it simple, right? I don't try to add too many sounds. I don't try to get overtly complicated with it. My goal is, you know, I ask myself this: how can I capture the feeling in the least amount of like energy possible? Not energy, but at least amount of sounds possible. So how can I make you feel something without clogging the beat, right? And then another thing, right, is that, you know, sometimes the beat outshines the artist, right? Sometimes the beat is so grandiose and extra and just out there that artists tend to get ate up in the beat, right? The beat's fire, and then you be like the artist, you know, I heard the artist, but that beat was hard. Like, and different people fall in love with music for different reasons. I'm not saying that. At the same time, I think that it's important to give the artist a healthy foundation for them to be creative, right? So I think that the beat really should serve as like a blank canvas rather than like it's like the difference between a canvas versus a coloring book. You know what I mean? Like, when you have a coloring book, you gotta color within the lines. You know, you gotta make sure to color within the lines, right? And you're stuck to that specific template, you know, versus, you know, when you have a canvas, it can really be whatever you want it to be. And that's kind of how I approach production. Is like, let's give the artist a beautiful, like a great canvas for them to create whatever they want to, right? Whether if you want to sing, rap, exactly. You know what I mean? Like, that's just how I approach it, man. It's really just like beauty and simplicity, man. Like, and as long as it's well done and you're putting your quality into it, like, and how you feel into it, man, whoever rocking with it gonna come. Now, once you get your basic template down and you keep it simple, that's when you start adding all the extra and the shenanigans and getting more creative and all of that. But I think starting off simple, with high quality sounds, and then getting variation there is going to take you further than trying to come up with this, for lack of a better phrase, like overly complicated, like grand ass symphony ass production. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everybody can't be a Flying Lotus. Everybody can't be a Pharrell. Like, you know what I mean? And even they started off with simple things and, you know, started to look at production differently and grew in what they did, you know? So, peace, Wizabeth. Wizabeth. I know that's probably like just your name on IG, but appreciate you tapping in. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and lay this out right quick. I think we good now. Actually, before I do that, let me do this. What the world? Is this music or something? What the hell, brother? Say what? Say what? Say what? Why are we not playing? I'm confused. Who did it? What happened? Who done it? Oh, y'all playing with me, huh? Or did I just turn it down? Hold on, let me see something. Cause that's I don't get it. Okay. Alright. So what I'm gonna do is put this in here. I'm gonna drag this in here. Oh, this is the fun part. Oh no. Why the hell are doing that? What the hell, brother? Oh. Let me see how this shit come on. Let me see. No, not that. Yeah, it's the this is yet another. Take it back one more again. Alright, what we're gonna do is leave space for it. I'll insert it later. Oh, wait. Let me see how this sounds. Wait a minute, coach. Let me see. I wonder how this gonna sound. I have to fade it in, I think. Yeah. I'm gonna play around with that. But that's all, folks. Yeah, I'm glad y'all just sat and vibe with your boy while I just made some beats, you know. Definitely thankful for the conversation. My battery about to die anyway. That's funny. That's hilarious. So yeah, man, definitely gonna continue to build you guys, you know, continue to just, you know what I mean, do what it is I do, man. I'm just out here expressing myself, man. Helping people kind of just, you know, realize that there's more to life. And the simple is not as simple as you think it is, right? It's simple, but it can be complex. But once we understand the base idea of the thing, it allows us to expand further into our reality instead of just, you know, regress. So on that note, I'm out of here. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Peace.